For this week, I'm going to be discussing the relationship between consumerism and citizenship behaviors. And to do that, I'm basically going to be highlighting 2 points from the commercialism and citizenship lecture and then just going a little bit deeper with it. And so the first point that I wanted to look at was that consumer culture makes people feel like citizens because they're exercising personal choice in different market options. And so basically, since people feel that they are free to engage with whatever market they want, they feel like they're exercising their civil right to freedom. So they feel free because they can buy what they want from who they want whenever they want, and so they feel this fundamental citizenship aspect of their right to freedom. And so another point I wanted to make was that these market options themselves also allow people to increase their perceived citizenship behavior. So, for example, buying sustainably, like buying organic produce or metal straws or just reusable containers, could be considered a citizenship behavior because you are consciously choosing to buy a product that will help mitigate the effects of climate change and maybe consequences that other people besides yourself would feel due to climate change. And so it's an altruistic but also attainable action that you can do to perform your citizenship. And so the other point that I wanted to look at was that consumerism is political, and that by understanding that connection between politics and consumerism, you can help to address and solve issues of inequality and improve public connection in everyday life. And so for me, the first thing that came to mind when I thought of consumerism and politics was boycotts. And so, for example, I think a really well-known boycott is the Nike boycott. So basically, what happened was Nike came out in support of Colin Kaepernick in the Black Lives Matter movement, and so in retaliation, a lot of conservatives posted videos of them burning their Nike socks and their sneakers, and they did this just as a way to express their political views and their discontent with Nike. So by consciously choosing to not buy their products, they were advertising their political ideals and ideations? I don't know. Another boycott that I wanted to talk about that was actually really recent was the Kellogg strike and boycott, I guess. So if you don't know what happened, there was a strike against Kellogg. It was around 1,400 union workers who were striking against Kellogg just because they ended up ending their contracts when they were supposed to be under negotiation. So it lasted for about 3 months. Kellogg brought in scabs to replace the union workers, and it didn't go well, and so their distribution was all kinds of messed up. And Kellogg ended up meeting all of the union workers' needs, and the workers got their contracts ratified. I actually felt the effects of this because I work as a baker, and a lot of the products that we use come from Kellogg, so we were out of that stuff for a while. It was kind of crazy. But while this was happening, a lot of people consciously chose to boycott Kellogg and to show solidarity with the union workers. And so in that way, they were trying to understand the issues at hand and how and the injustices and inequality that was being shown to the union workers, and they were, in a way, this, by doing this, it was a way to practice their citizenship and to right the wrongs that were done to the workers, I guess. But yeah, that's all I have. Thanks for listening.